Super Tuesday. Elections right now are being held in 16 states and 1 territory, including Massachusetts, Vermont, and in Maine. Massachusetts voters have been out today casting their ballots. Thanks for joining us at 4. I'm Tiffany Murphy. ABC 6 News reporter Josh Kerman joins us live from New Bedford. Josh, tell us what you've seen where you are tonight.
Tiffany, we've been out here for about an hour or so. We've only seen really a handful of voters coming out, and poll workers seem to agree with that, saying it has been a pretty slow, dreary day here in the Whaling City for voters. Now, it's important to know Super Tuesday is not going to decide this year's race, but by tonight we should have a clearer picture of how November will look. Now, we've seen similar results in both parties, with President Joe Biden posting a shutout across the Democratic primaries and Donald Trump nearly sweeping the Republican race outside of a recent loss to challenger Nikki Haley in D.C. Here in Massachusetts, there are 40 delegates available for the GOP and 92 for the Democratic Party. Candidates need more than half of the total delegates across the country to win their party's nomination. Polls here are open until 8 p.m., and so long as you are in line before then, you'll be able to cast your ballot in today's primary. Again, that is 8 p.m. when polls close. Now, it is important to know that since today is a primary election, you'll have to vote for whatever party that you are registered to vote with. Unenrolled voters can decide which party they'll vote with here at the ballot. Now, we'll be speaking with voters coming in and out of the polling locations here in New Bedford as the day goes on to see what brings them out here on this dreary primary day. Live in New Bedford, Josh Kerman, ABC 6 News.
Thanks, Josh. Meantime, many voters heading to the polls in Seekonk at the high school there tonight, and that is where we find ABC 6 News reporter Caitlin Gelhaus.
Well, Super Tuesday is the largest single voting day on the primary calendar. While no candidate will lock up the nomination tonight, each party's frontrunner can get pretty close. Voters are coming out in full force today to make their voices heard. Here in Seekonk at the high school, police tell me the flow is rather steady and they expect more people as the day goes on. As of yesterday, nearly 12,000 voters registered to vote here in Seekonk. 1,500 of those were mailed ballots. Super Tuesday elections are happening in 16 states and 1 territory. In addition to the Bay State, both Maine and Vermont are also part of Super Tuesday. Today's results could decide the outcome of who wins the Republican nomination. The earliest either party will know their nominee is March 12th for the GOP. Voters out today explaining to me why they come out to vote.
Well, I'm here voting because I'm not happy with the way the direction of the country's headed right now. I think everybody should vote, no matter which candidate they prefer, because we have a democracy and we have to protect that.
Now, the polls are open until 8 o'clock tonight. It's important to note that if you're in line before those polls close at 8 o'clock, you will still be allowed to vote. In Seekonk, Caitlin Gelhaus, ABC 6 News.